Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ ATS Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Hello there, how y'all doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that British you're doing?
It's kind of a mix of, it's kind of British and
Mix of British and drunk.
yeah, drunk Brit.
Are you having a drink over there?
Yes, I am having I ran out of my regular non-alcoholic beverage and I'm thirsty, legitimately, and so I grabbed myself a Fling, which is a blood orange vodka soda craft cocktail, and it's quite delicious.
It's got a little vodka.
Yeah, it does. I love
like
vodka.
it.
Vodka's so good.
They were serving those at the Feast of Little Italy, and I had about 3 of them, and they will do you right.
They're good. Yeah, they are good. And yes, the more you have, the more drunk you feel. It's a crazy thing about that. But
It's a nice little buzz, though.
yeah, it's nice and easy. And looking at these things, like it's just the sugars that are in are just natural sugars, no added sugar.
Was that 5.0%?
On the alcohol, I don't know what it is. It's
I think it
100
is.
calories. I don't know.
5.0. Pitter patter.
Pitter patter.
It's for the birds.
Okay.
Pitter patter?
Something I say sometimes.
Just what he says. Yeah, they don't give you the alcohol content on this. They break it down: calories, 100 calories, carbohydrates, protein.
I see it right there.
I think they have to give
It
you
is?
the alcohol content.
Oh yeah, 5.0 alcohol by volume. Yeah, there you go. So it's about the same as just drinking probably like a Corona. It's less than even a craft beer. Like an IPA is going to be like maybe a 7.2%. So this is less than that.
Pitter patter.
Yeah, it's just a tasty little beverage. It's just not going to do a lot to you as far as feel goes, but it's fun.
Do you do cranberry with that?
With what, vodka?
Yeah.
I used to. Now I try to cut down on the sugar. So usually what I do is I will do like a LaCroix mixed in with that. Is typical. Or like I will do a vodka, soda water, and lime.
I'm not trying to hate on all your stuff, but man, LaCroix is such bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, compared to a very sugary soda, yeah, it's definitely going to be a taste shock. But yeah, when you're pretty much trying to do little to no sugar, then yeah, you got to go that route, unfortunately. So trust me, sugar is delicious. There's no doubt about it. Just unfortunately doesn't do a lot of things for your gut. Got an email here from the other Jason. It says, just wanted to thank you all for the podcast of your daily shows. Being able to listen when I want without the horrible music, reeks, inaccurate traffic reports, and commercials is amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
And the best feature, being able to fast forward through all 4 Dirt of the Day segments. Can I get an amen?
Damn. This motherfucker comes hard sometimes with his emails.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Maybe he needs to come hard. Are you a little pent up over there? Go get yourself laid.
We call him the Dickie Jason.
The Dickie Jason needs to get his dick sucked.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
I would probably agree with you.
And I'm not offering.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Up Kevin, you have to suck his dick.
All right. Bring it on, man. I'll suck away.
Bring it on, man.
All right. Bring it on, man. Bring your balls, too.
Let me suck that D.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that was loud. As people are walking by. People can hear us, by the way.
I know. People can hear us in the hall.
Yeah. What did Jay Bird just say?
I think he said, suck my D.
Yeah. It's very obvious.
Well, at least I didn't say it to a live audience at one of our own events. Y'all can suck my dick. That would be Virginia.
And it'll probably happen again.
Circa 2019.
Yes. Got an email from Stacy from the Acreage. She said yesterday on the ATS podcast, Jay Bird mentioned that He and his dad had beer cheese and pretzels. Can you ask him which restaurant? I can't find good beer cheese lately anywhere.
Where did you go?
I went to Duffy's.
Duffy's had beer cheese.
They did.
Wow.
They have good stuff. Some of my favorites, the I-bar that they've got at PJ National. They've got 3 different dipping sauces. They have the cheese, they have a mustard, and they have like a caramel. And that was great. One of my favorites.
I think the place Copper Blues has got a real good beer
Copper
cheese.
Blues has
Copper
a
Blues
great.
does.
It's like a white
Yes.
cheese, and the bread is fantastic.
Oh, that sounds
They're one of the best.
so good.
Yeah,
I could drink it.
they're one of the best.
Oh, Mama, this diet's killing me.
You.
You're on day 2, aren't you?
I'm about to be a month in on quick weight loss. I am literally dying. And you keep talking about cheese.
Girl, I get it.
What are you doing for your diet? What are the changes that you made, Jay Bird?
I did not have any macaroons yesterday.
Okay.
I didn't have any of my... I had no Nutter Butters, no sweets.
Wow.
I did have one soda, but just one.
Okay.
It was a ginger ale,
All right.
and it was actually for work.
For work.
Yes.
What was the work part of that?
I don't know if I want to tell you yet. It's a video we're working on. I had to pour it in the...
Oh, okay.
I actually had to drink a lot of it.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
we're doing a social experiment.
Well, the sacrifices you make.
Yeah. You're a regular Gandhi.
I had to drink a lot of ginger ale yesterday, Virginia. I mean, it's fucking tough.
So what did you eat yesterday on this day? We know what you didn't eat, but what did you eat?
I went to a vegan restaurant
You did? Okay.
with my family.
All right. And what did you get there?
And did you have to pay hundreds of dollars?
It was ridiculously expensive. I mean,
Really?
so
Yeah.
expensive, and I'm not going to lie, I wasn't that happy.
I know where you went, and you need to take out a loan to be able to go there.
Well, I got a lemonade with ginger in it, and holy shit, I thought I was poisoned. I was like, I didn't
Oh, it's
realize-
like legit raw ginger
it
kind
had
of thing.
raw
Yeah.
ginger in there.
Raw
Yeah.
ginger is not what they give you in ginger ale.
No.
If you're used to ginger ale, you don't get a lot of ginger in ginger ale.
I'm thinking it's going to be sort of like a vegan ginger ale. It was not like that at all. It was $10.
Ooh.
$10, and it was this.
$10,
It
and
was
it has
that
For
big.
no,
a drink?
no
That's- and it's
alcohol.
not alcoholic.
It was.
That's insane.
Hold up your water bottle, Virginia. That I would say is doubled what I had.
This is 16 ounces.
I've never heard of anything that expensive.
It was either 10 or 12 ounces, no more than 12.
Wow.
It was rough, man.
Okay.
I did not like. I had pad thai.
Pad Thai. Okay. All right. Pad Thai is very delicious.
Yeah,
Was it good?
it was good. It was all right. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And here's the thing, though. Let me just tell you. If you do a calorie count on how much pad thai and your lemonade had, you probably consumed over 1,000 calories in that meal.
I didn't. I had one sip of the lemonade. I couldn't get it down. I felt like I was coughing.
Just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's low calorie.
Okay, you don't have to say it like that.
But it's not diet food if it's 1,000 calories for your meal.
We're not all on quick weight loss.
I'm just trying to teach you.
I know how to lose weight. I know how to.
You don't lose weight eating fucking pad thai.
Well, it wasn't that much pad thai. Hey, get off my ass!
Yeah.
You and your little jean jacket.
Yeah, the thing that I figured out is that I would not recommend a plant-based diet if your sole goal was like, I'm going to lose weight and get real thin. I mean, unless your current diet is complete garbage. Because I went from keto to the plant-based, and I was going in the opposite direction. I could tell. I felt bloated, and I was starting to put a little bit of the chub back on. It's a lot of carbohydrates that I
Yes.
found out that you get.
A lot of
And-
fillers.
Yes, and the fillers were going right into my
Filling it out.
Yes.
Keeping that pumpkin booty all
Yeah.
nice and juicy.
If it only went to our ass, wouldn't that be nice?
I would do. Yeah, how do I get food to go to my ass? Because it neglects my ass cheeks and goes right to my tits.
Right to my titties. Yeah.
I don't get it, man. Some people can eat food, goes
And
right to
this-
the foodie.
This is the curse of getting older. You get fat in places that you want to be skinny, and you get skinny in places that you want to be fat.
Oh, I look
Yeah.
terrible naked right now. Not that I ever look good, but I saw myself naked yesterday, and holy shit, Bird.
It's tough, huh?
Oh, man.
Prove
Tough
it.
on the eyes.
No, I wouldn't do that to our audience.
Yeah, so I just found for me, the best thing is doing the low carb, low sugar. That's it, man.
It's easy. It
Yeah.
really, if you count calories and do low carb, low sugar, it's not fun.
Yeah, you know what? My one trainer's like, they're like, don't necessarily focus so much on the calories. They say just stick with those two things, and I really stopped paying attention to the calories, Virginia, and I've been leaning out and feeling better. So
Good.
yeah, that's my strategy. Works for me.
You're a machine, Ralston.
I am, thank you.
Feed your body
He's-
appropriately.
He's more machine than man.
That is true.
Yeah. Here's something if you're doing the same kind of thing I am. Sherry recommends a low-carb cure for Jaybird's pizza cravings and even a keto Kev recipe. You can make pizza crust out of eggs, cheese, and or almond flour. I haven't tried the almond flour yet. I've seen some people are using that kind of stuff. Interesting. Bake in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes in a round baking pan. Add low-carb sauce, the Raoul's marinara. Add meat and veggie toppings. I make keto pizza for my husband whenever he gets a craving, and my hubby loves it. There you see that you can. It looks just like a regular pizza.
Thank you for sending.
Mm-hmm. With what might be some dog treats on top of it.
I think that's a bunch of
Bacon.
zucchini.
Did she say almond flour? Is that different than the almond butter, I take it?
Yes.
Way different?
Almond flour is used to make French macarons.
Ooh,
Yes.
macaroons.
You make those, they're like little cookie biscuits.
But I guess because it's not the flour, regular flour, the white starchy stuff, then
Right.
that works. So you can have the almond stuff.
That almond butter. I dated a girl who was hooked on almond butter, and she liked a specific kind. It was $18 per jar. I'd always be getting this almond butter. I'm like, shit.
Almond butter is really expensive.
She ate it by the ton. And she had to have the fancy almond butter.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of you a little bit, Virginia.
I like this chick.
That's probably why it didn't work out.
Got an email from Diane. She said, on Monday's show, Kev, you were discussing how hard it is to read subtitles on movies, and you mentioned some of your drug cartel favorites are filmed in Spanish but now are dubbed in English. You can choose what language you prefer. When starting the show, at the bottom of the screen, you can choose episodes, audio, and subtitles, and next episode. Go to audio and subtitles and make your choice there. You know what? I swear I did that on Netflix. And I did not see, I saw where you could put it in Spanish subtitles, but I didn't see Spanish audio. Go to audio and subtitles, make your choices there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid.
Acceptance is a beautiful place.
Yeah, no.
very possible.
When you
does
just
help.
go,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I'm not smart, y'all.
At the bottom of the language list is audio descriptions. Yes, I saw that. This for viewers who are blind or low vision. So, yeah, I don't know. She was saying it was there. Possibly it is. Possibly it's not. I don't know. But thank you. We'll see. Yeah, Narcos is back today. They dropped the new season, so I'll be able to jump right on that.
Who are they profiling this season?
I think they're going into El Chapo is kind of where they are.
Isn't that what they had last time?
They start with El Chapo was a fringe character last time, and you got to see he really was just kind of a dude that was a driver and didn't do much. And I think now you get to see the rise of El Chapo.
I just got to get back into it, baby. I love the Pablo stuff.
Nothing was as good as the first season with Pablo. I mean, that was the absolute best. If I recommend Narcos, I'm saying that.
Well, I think it was 2 seasons with Pablo.
It was. The first was the absolute best. The second season still was good because you had resolution there in the second season. And the Mexican stuff was good. I liked it. I don't think, like, I would put the first season of Narcos as a definite A. And the stuff afterwards, I still put it as a solid B. I liked it, but it's not as good.
I tell you who we haven't heard from in a while. Maybe I'll see if I can get him around. Pablo Escobar.
Yeah?
Do we have any Elegante left over there?
It's called Aguardiente. And yes, we have a couple sips.
That is the bottle.
What are
That's
you doodling over there? You drawing tits?
He's doodling tits?
no.
Yes.
I'm making a face.
That's tits.
Face that looks like tits?
That's what,
How do you...
That is tits.
You're terrible.
Those are some droopy
If you're watching
tits.
KVJ TV, that is the worst looking face I've ever seen.
Look, you
No, that's
Well,
tits.
Am I subconsciously drawing tits?
I think so.
I don't know. There's been something going on today. In fact, there was a quote that happened on the regular show. Thank you for Twitter, Mike, because he documents a lot of the show. The quote from Jaybird earlier on the show that we retweeted: "My mom had huge breasts," and I don't know are you now drawing them? Are you drawing them
breasts.
I don't
Those
know.
Those are big girls.
What did Twitter Mike say?
He just tweeted out what your comment was, where you said my mom had huge breasts.
Well, I was defending my mom's stance on not having a bra because when I was a little kid, she always complained about how big her boobs were and how terrible bras were. And I don't think did Ann have? I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
Did Ann have big tits?
No, that's not what I was going to say. You mind your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I got tits on the brain.
I guess so.
Yeah, because the fact that you thought that was a face.
Dude, that's tits. You're scribbling
I mean,
tits.
that's
Drawing
not
titties?
I mean, that's not even close. Like, if you're saying face or tits, if we're playing a game here, that's clearly tits.
Clearly.
That's not even close to face.
I got in so much trouble for drawing tits in church as a kid.
Yeah?
A lot of trouble. I was drawing it on the program.
Even if they're on the Virgin Mary?
My dad was so
Who
embarrassed.
just drew tits on the Virgin Mary? That could get you in trouble.
Well, someone who was in
trouble.
my family spotted me doing it, and then it turned into a thing. As it happens to.
Just like happened just now.
Yeah, all right, stop drawing tits.
Drawing tits at work.
It really is. He's a tit art.
Tits at church, tits at work. Talk about your mama's tits. You are fixated. Titsated.
Yeah, I think I need to see a titty.
It's been a bit.
You think? That's the diagnosis we got from
Will
this.
someone please show Jaybird their tits? The man needs it.
I mean, I didn't think I did, but all signs are pointing. I've heard you to see a titty.
Okay.
I like this. Harry said, new idea, face or tits. New bit idea.
Did you ever draw someone guess if it's face or tits? It's a fun game. Cesar sent us an email here. He said, guys, stop watching whatever you're binging and get on SEE. Just finished episode 3, and holy shit, this show is something else. Certainly not for minors. The story is amazing. The action, phenomenal. Jason Momoa has done it again. If you thought Khal Drogo was a badass, Baba Voss makes him look like a pansy. Okay. So I think it's on Apple TV. If you have Apple TV, SEE.
SEE.
C.
I've heard people talking about C. This is not the first time this has come up.
This is the first time I've heard it.
I've heard it before.
I will have to see what's going on with that. Maybe I'll get on that before Narcos, because that's kind of where I'm heading now. So, yeah, I'm running out of stuff.
Is C scary? Oh, it kind of looks scary. Oh, it's Jason Momoa.
Yeah, you just said that. I was listening, Kevin.
Thank you, Jaybird.
Even though
I
I
appreciate your participation.
Momoa looks horrifying, though. He's sexy, but he's horrifying.
That's kind of his description.
Are those his tits?
You
Face
see
or
what
tits?
you want to see. Momoa got nice tits.
He does have nice. I mean, that is, gosh. I mean, that's prime tits right there
does.
for males. Yeah.
I saw a breakdown of the best Adam Sandler movies ranked. If you had to say top 3, what would be in your top 3?
For me, Happy Gilmore #1, Billy Madison #2. I know it's not going to be popular, but I go Punch Drunk Love #3. I go for #4 probably Big Daddy, and
Okay.
then #5 I will go
50 First Dates?
that one.
Waterboy? Wedding Singer?
Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
Boom, love it.
Okay. This list, they've got Wedding Singer at 1. They've got Happy Gilmore 2, Uncut Gems at 3.
I haven't seen it.
What is that?
That's the new serious one he's in.
Oh.
Billy Madison at 4, 50 First Dates at 5, Punch Drunk Love at 6, Big Daddy 7, Waterboy 8, the Meyerowitz stories from 2017. Is that a Netflix one?
I think it is, yes.
And then Airheads at number 10. That's what they got as his best.
Jack and Jill is his worst. It's not even close.
He's got like Little Nicky. He's got.
I didn't hate Little Nicky.
You didn't hate that?
I didn't hate Little Nicky. No. I didn't like his character,
Yeah.
but there's just some funny random parts in that. And when I watched Little Nicky, I was a huge Adam Sandler fan, so maybe I was blinded by just my love for him.
He's being Sandler, yeah.
But I don't like when he. I don't like when he gets too much like that.
Got to weird you out a little bit. Something I saw was kind of interesting. I didn't realize. Did you ever hear the story about how YouTube came about?
No.
No.
There was one big pop culture incident that sparked the idea for YouTube. Is these guys, and they worked for PayPal at the time, and it was a massive pop culture phenomenon that happened in the year 2004 is where they got the idea.
The OJ Bronco chase?
That was 1994, 10 years before.
Bird.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. Janet Jackson. Super Bowl.
Bam.
Titty.
Yep. You got it.
Titty!
Titty.
You
Titty.
got it.
Go figure. I threw out a softball because I knew Titty McPants over here was going to get it.
Titty McPants.
I'm just throwing out titty softballs now. I'm going to just throw out questions and the answer is going to be titty. If he went on Jeopardy, if he went on the Jeopardy titty edition,
Nobody better.
nobody.
I'm so glad I nailed it. Oh my gosh.
You nailed them titties.
I nailed
Yeah,
it.
you did. Yeah, you got that. Because they were trying to tell friends, they're like, oh my gosh, you got to see it. And they're like, going, there needs to be a place where you could go and watch this.
Wow.
And they were like, why do we not have a place where we can go and see this? And then that's what it was, capturing big pop culture moments or that kind of video that you're like going, you got to look at this. That was what YouTube was all about. And that's how it started. And they obviously had the tech knowledge, I guess, from PayPal and took some of the things they'd learned there and put together YouTube. And now look at the phenomenon it is.
Have y'all ever seen the very first YouTube video that was uploaded?
I did. It's pretty lame.
Yeah, it's just some dude. I think he had a zoo or something. He just
They'd have been better if they put up Janet's titty. that should have been the first YouTube video. That would have been a lot better. Yeah. How about that? Learning stuff. Post Malone thing came up today, too. Talking music real quick. He's now the second musician to have 5 songs reach 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Who did it first? They don't have big titties.
Bird.
Yeah.
Only talking Drake.
Oh, that's a good guess. He's all over the music list. It's Justin Bieber.
Bieber.
Yeah, he's now up to 6. I know. Yeah, we'll see. Boy, is anybody... Have you heard that Yummy song that he has?
Yes.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, my
Terrible.
gosh.
Girl, you got that yummy.
Well,
it's all over TikTok.
Yeah, and my wife is all over TikTok.
So you hear it a lot.
And I'm like, that song, you can't tell me it's a good song. She's like, oh, that's great. And she's too snowballed by this whole Bieber thing. I'm like, that's a terrible, you can't tell me that's a good. And look, I got an open mind. I listen to a lot of contemporary pop, and there's a lot of his stuff that I do like. I'm like, that is a terrible song.
Beauty and the Beat. Now that's my jam. That's a good song.
That's a good one.
Okay.
What was the one we were playing the other day that I was like, this is my favorite Bieber song?
What is your name?
Yes.
Or
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a good song. I'll say that's a good Bieber song.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, I love a lot of his music, actually. That Yummy's just terrible. In fact, I think I've already heard they're already kind of jumping on another song. If
we played
remember right.
We played a song today in the morning show that was not Yummy. So I think they're already going on to the next song.
Yeah, they might, because I thought I'd at least streaming. I was listening to some streaming music. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're already on another Bieber song. That usually tells you when they throw something out there and it's just a dud, they will move on fast now.
Didn't we play a Bieber song that was new today that was not Yummy?
That I remember now.
Man, am I just making shit up again?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Titty on the brain.
Titty McPants over here. Somebody said that Adam Sandler was at the Boca Beach Resort last week.
Fancy.
Yeah, he's got fam. He's always in Boca. In fact, it's odd he was there because somebody showed me a photo of his house. It's on the water in Boca. He's got a house there.
I think he likes getting out with people. You know, he's one of those celebrities that thinks it's fun to go out and be in the vibe.
Some of the SNL people were like that. They came from really kind of like blue collar, real people, kind of like your Bill Murrays and stuff like that.
And Rob Schneider's, yeah.
Yeah, Rob was not, but
the opposite of
there's
humble.
a lot of people. Yeah. If we were like Matt, I would still be the same way. I would love just going out. It would be so terrible to be so famous, like you're holed up in a house and you can only have a weird circle of famous friends and you can't ever like go out and hang out with like real actual people.
Well,
that have
no matter
real
what,
lives.
you go out there, you pick your nose, it's front page. You pick your ass, it's front page.
You pick your titty.
Yeah, if you have a drink and you look a little tipsy.
I just don't know how you would make art, how you would make movies and things like that if you couldn't ever hang out with real people. How if it's been like 10, 15, 20 years since you've actually hung out with like real people, just in a bar or restaurant or whatever, where you're just going out like normal, could you even observe like what's happening in life to be able to make a movie that's contemporary and makes sense?
Yeah, if all your friends are Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and that's all the kind of people you hang out with, you're not very...
Whole country stars that love plastic surgery, clearly.
Maybe that's the best example.
Yeah. You're not going to relate to anybody.
I mean, talking about titties,
Yeah.
Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Yeah, again,
Okay.
yeah. Go
Oh,
figure.
wow.
Titty McPants brings it back to Dolly Parton.
Oh, and thank you to the people who sent me Kenny Rogers beans. They have some in Miami, so thank you for that.
Kenny Rogers beans.
Yes, there's a Kenny Rogers Roasters back down in Miami.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm always talking about how great those beans were.
Yeah, you were.
Good beans.
Okay. All right. Good beans.
He had great. I used to eat them all the time in high school.
Good beans, great farts. Kenny Rogers. Still some people talking about the coronavirus.
I had a dream last night because I went to bed and I DVR'd the news, and so I watched the news as I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Do you know that there are so many people now on that Princess cruise ship that are now catching it? It started out just a few of them had it, and they were quarantining everybody.
Yeah.
But now, little by little, everybody on the boat is like falling ill with a
Wow.
fever.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had this one guy on the news last night because they're taking video on their iPhones and then they're sending it in because no one's allowed to come in their room. And this guy's got a fever. He's all jacked up and he hasn't even been tested yet. There's all these people that are now sick on the boat.
And even still, when I went on a cruise last February, and even when there wasn't a fear of that, everywhere you go, there's hand washing stations, and they had like a mariachi band standing out front of where the kitchen or the dining room was, going wash, 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 wash your hands, and they were like just singing songs to continually be in people's heads, continually wash your hands. There's so much freaking disease all over this boat that you need to and they're always wiping stuff down and sanitizing.
Oof.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for those people that are on that boat.
That'd be terrible to be on a cruise ship like that, locked in your cabin with the shits. I couldn't even imagine. It'd be terrible.
Awful.
Chris from Easton, PA said, since you guys have the resident expert on cruises, I figured I'd pick your brains. My mom and her husband, she is late 60s and he's early 70s. They're going on a 22-day trip to Dubai, Greece, Israel, and Egypt aboard the Norwegian Jade.
Wow, that sounds amazing. 22-day trip?
That is insane, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that cost?
Not cheap.
Probably $1,000 a day. Crunch the number.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck in there because I don't know where Denny's is, and so we got nobody to run KVJ TV.
Here's what I'll do. I'll run there, get the answer, then I will regurgitate what Suit says.
That's never going to work. You stay right there, Titty. Your suits.
They have their reservations about still going because of the coronavirus situation. However, the insurance will not reimburse if they cancel. What would you guys do? They don't want to overreact and lose a lot of money, and they don't want to put themselves in harm's way. I'd love to get input, especially from Suits on that.
First of all, how much is a 22-day cruise on the Norwegian?
I mean, it can obviously vary. I mean, you're looking at they said it was Dubai in Europe. I think
Dubai,
you said.
Greece, Israel, and Egypt.
So that sounds like it's a repositioning cruise. I could be wrong, but just because usually if you're going from Dubai to Europe, it's a repositioning cruise. But I mean, Bird, honestly, that could easily be probably $6,000-$7,000 depending on the cabin you've got. If you're going in a suite, a lot more.
Per person, or that's for double occupancy?
Depends on what you're doing. If you're going interior cabin, maybe you can get that for $3,400. I mean, somewhere.
Yeah, the insurance will not reimburse if they cancel.
Well, you need a covered reason to do that, and they're probably not going to reimburse you just because you're afraid of the coronavirus, unfortunately. Some cruise lines have been more lenient, but honestly, if I was in that position, especially in that region, the amount of ships that have experienced issues compared to ones that haven't is still pretty small. And
sure.
You look at the Westerdam, which has not been able to find a place to dock for a week or so because everywhere is turning them down. That's another ship that's out in the Far East, just like the Diamond Princess, which is the one in Japan that you guys were just talking about. So a lot of those have been more contained to that area. There's been a couple of fears in some American ships like Anthem of the Seas they had a fear of, but that ended up coming back negative. So far it seems to be okay in this area, and I think you'll probably be good in Europe. Honestly, I wouldn't live in fear of it and give up a vacation, especially something that you've booked like 22 nights. That's a pretty massive vacation.
Sure.
Yeah.
When are we going on a cruise together, baby?
I want to do it. I'm still afraid that you're going to panic in the atriums. They're big. It's like a 12-story
He'll be too drunk.
sky. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm drinking the whole time.
You should worry about him falling over the rail in the atrium.
We'll have to keep an eye on you.
Or the rail out where the water is.
That one's I'm more worried about.
And if I die, I die.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, y'all the ones say I'm gonna fucking die. Might as well just join the band with that theme. Fuck, I'll go by myself. Go on a canoe.
A lot safer.
Yeah,
It's a lot safer.
Go look for them titty fishes.
Titty fish.
I got a question here. My cousin actually sent an email. I'd like your advice on suits. My cousin said, I don't think we told you, but we're going to be taking a cruise in a couple of weeks. My friend's hubby works for Virgin Voyages as director of physical productions, AV technical stuff. So we've been invited to join their complimentary Friends Family maiden transatlantic voyage to help pressure test the ship. We sail from Liverpool to New York. Now, it's a 9-day cruise at sea, no stops. It holds 2,700. They've only invited 800, so we won't have any issues on any of the amenities. 20 bars, restaurants, champagne delivery, 24/7. This sounds like good stuff. 3 state-of-the-art gyms. This is Richard Branson, right?
It's adults-only cruise line, and what's kind of cool is, they mentioned the restaurants. A lot of ships have a main dining room and then specialty dining that you can pay for.
Right.
All
Okay.
the dining rooms on board are specialty, and they're all included with the fare, which is kind of unique.
Oh, that's cool.
So here's the deal, though. It's winter. It's the Atlantic Ocean. You ever seen Titanic? It might be choppy. We had a bad experience years ago in warmer waters where the entire ship, the crew included, was seasick. 9 days would be a long time to be miserable. I was thinking ahead. I got the transdermal patches from our doctor to prevent it. Alarmingly, one of the side effects listed is acute psychosis with hallucinations, disorientation, and paranoia.
Trippy.
Horrifying.
So, yeah. I mean, either they're looking at a massive case of vomiting or of going freaking insane and
Tripping
having
balls.
massive hallucinations and paranoia for 9 days. So, I mean, you step on this going, I'm going to have champagne. I'm going to be hanging out in all the amazing bars and restaurants. And then you just freak out and trip balls for 9 days. So would you mind asking, has Suits ever done a transatlantic crossing? If so, what would we expect in terms of weather, rough seas, ship stabilizers, etc.? Have you ever been seasick or used any of the patches?
So, yeah, I don't get seasick. I've been in some pretty rough seas where the ship was really moving.
Of course you
and
don't.
I don't have that
Because you
problem.
got sea legs and balls.
My mom has that problem, though.
He's got sea balls?
Sea balls.
Sea balls.
Oh man, do they smell like the ocean?
Yes, actually.
Sea balls. Okay.
Arr. Let me see your sea balls.
She normally uses Dramamine or whatever that is. It's the seasick medication. I personally don't have much experience with it because I've just never needed it. As far as when you're doing that transatlantic, which I looked up the voyage before because they're doing like a month-long preview voyage with the Scarlet Lady, which is the name of the ship before it arrives in Miami for its maiden voyage.
The Scarlet Lady.
Hot.
Oh, I bet she's got some nice tits.
Scarlet's a hot name. All right, cool down, Bird.
I know,
A lot
right?
of tit
Boy.
talk today. I mean,
Easy there.
shit. But yeah, you're going to be at sea for 9 days, and it is rougher in that area where they're crossing. Like the ships that do that regularly, like the
How are the icebergs around there? Thank God for global warming, maybe, right?
you got a radar. You're good now.
Oh,
you don't have to
okay.
worry about that. No, the Queen Mary 2 is one of those real like transatlantic crossing ships, and it's designed with a larger bow to handle those waves. Honestly, it's probably going to be pretty rough, and I just don't know because what this ship's going to be designed like. It's 110,000 gross tons. I mean, it's not a small ship. It's kind of medium sized, but this is literally the first time it's sailing. So,
But what about 9 days? I mean, if it's cold out, because a lot of the fun when I was on the cruise is you're always on the deck or at the pool or doing something like that. I mean, if you're in the Atlantic in the winter.
yeah, I guess it will just kind of depend. I mean, you're pretty far north, you know. When you're going from Europe to New York, you're staying really far up there.
To me, that'd be like being trapped. Imagine if you're in the Gardens Mall for 9 days straight.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fucking awesome. The food court.
You'd like that?
Someone's a fan.
I see. I'd go crazy, I think. Because, I mean, after 9 days, you're like, okay, I've hit everything.
I would be going nuts. Yeah, that's just too much for me. But what about like, okay, what if they're like working out the kinks and they figure out something's like really messed up, like the stabilizers don't work? You're just on
Yeah.
the boat and it's rocking for
Keep in
9
mind, this is an
days?
early voyage. This is where
Is it the maiden voyage?
This is family. Well, she said it was like the
It's-
family and friends. This is where they're going to test out. Like they want people that like them, so that they don't bitch too much, like to the media, and they, torpedo the launch of this ship. So these are like special invites, I think, for people.
It's a pre-maiden voyage, technically. It's a preview voyage. But the ships, before they come out, they have to do a number of sea trials, which the ship has been through and been successful in, where they test all of the stabilizers, they test, the bow thrusters, the propeller, everything on there is tested rigorously over a few days out at sea. So it's not like it's never been tested before. What this probably is more of is testing how the service is on board, testing how they're going to run stuff as far as onboard functions, is not quite as much as the technical aspects of the ship, because they've done a number of sea trials on it already.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Well, there you go. Thank you for.
If you got invited on one of these, would you go?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see you doing
Be
that.
awesome.
9 days for free? Yeah, Suits would be all about that.
When we going to Paradise, baby?
Oh, yeah, no.
Paradise.
I'm steering clear of Paradise.
Oh, that's the naked one.
Naked ship.
I'm good. I don't need that one.
Just you in suits in a very tiny cabin.
The band's playing
Yep.
with clothes on, and then everyone in the audience is butt ass naked. It looked weird.
Yeah. Suits and his sea balls out for everybody.
Keep those things hidden.
Arr,
Yeah.
get a star.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to get some thoughts on? You can email Suits. A lot of cruising questions.
Yes.
I've always, that's one of the things I want to see him do. Is we've been pitching for him to get his own cruise podcast, because I mean it's starting to freaking take up all the after the show podcasts with the questions. We just move that over the Suits' sea show.
I love it.
Yeah, sea balls and all that kind of good stuff.
Damn, we're over?
We're over. No, we're way over. Yeah, thank you very much to Bud's Chicken and Seafood for sponsoring the After the Show podcast here today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get some for the Weird and Whatever crew tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get
Thanks.
that family pack of those chicken fingers.
That's the deal that I'm thinking I'm going to
Oh,
get.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Cass, originally from the Pizzle, now in Colorado. Listen to the KVJ show out there. He said, throughout the years, I've posted a few of your guys' quotes. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you negotiate. Oh, wisdom. And it's only a secret if two people know and one of them is dead. So,
That's true.
Cass taking some wisdom with them, and thank you for taking the KVJ show with you as well and listening in Colorado. We'll put that on the KVJ Nation map. Thank y'all for checking us out. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.